I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. If I was your financial advisor, I would tell you that engaging me is not a good deal for you. I've told hundreds of prospects this over my nearly 40-year career as a financial planner. Now, I can make a good argument that almost everyone would benefit from having a fee-only personal financial planner to advocate for their best interests. Yet, it's not in everyone's interest to engage one, especially when they can't afford one. While it is certainly not in an advisor's own financial interest to turn away business, a true client advocate won't hesitate to do so. A fiduciary planner's responsibility to put your interests first doesn't start when you become a client. It extends to the advice they give you when you are a prospect. This is quite different from financial advisors compensated solely by commissions earned on the products that they sell you. They have no fiduciary duty to put your interest ahead of theirs. Their goal is to sell you their product. It's completely up to you to decide whether you can afford it. Why does a fee-only planner's fiduciary responsibility extend to even a prospect? Well, let's illustrate this with an example and some very simplified numbers. Suppose Leslie, who's 23 and employed at an entry-level job, inherits $100,000 from her grandparent. Instead of going on a spending spree, Leslie is wise enough to consult a fee-only financial advisor. Would hiring the planner to invest and manage Leslie's $100,000 be a good idea? Let's say that the planner's minimum annual fee is $1,500 and that mutual fund fees would add perhaps another $1,250. That's $2,750 a year. If the investment earned 7% a year, take off the 2.75, they would have $574,374 at age 65. Well, that's not bad, is it? Most consumers would think quintupling their money over 43 years would be really great. Certainly, plenty of commissioned salespeople would willingly sell Leslie a product like a variable annuity. And many brokerage representatives would take on a client without batting an eye at a 2.75% all-in commission or charge. Yet a fee-only planner with a fiduciary duty to put the client's best interests first would probably struggle with this. Such a planner would quickly know the research and the numbers would support Leslie not hiring them, but instead investing in an index mutual fund comprised of a diversified portfolio of global stocks. Now, Vanguard has a total world stock ETF which costs 0.08%, not 1.25%. And of course, that's an annual charge. So the annual savings right there is $2,670 a year. And then, of course, if they didn't hire the planner, you would take the 7% earnings, take off 0.08, meaning 6.92% was working for Leslie, and her 100,000 would become 1.6 million and change at age 65. 3 times more. 16 times the original 100,000. Someone in Leslie's position has little need to pay a planner an annual fee of 1.5%. There really isn't much for an advisor to do until the person matures, perhaps has a family, advances in a job, and has saved some additional capital. What I would tell someone like Leslie is to put their money in the Vanguard Total World ETF, max out her 401k plan at work, and come see me in 10 years. I know hundreds if not thousands of financial planners who would give the same advice. I would also tell Leslie that seeking advice before you qualify as a financial planning client is a pretty wise move. If you think you might need a financial planner, do your research and interview with those who are legally and ethically bound to advocate for you. If the planner offers the option of a one-time fee to set up a financial plan, this service might be appropriate for you. Otherwise, you may be simply pointed in the right direction by the planner to start investing on your own. In either case, you won't need to worry that they are going to recommend products or services that you can't afford. Thanks for joining me.